Alright guys, we're continuing JavaScript statements, and like I mentioned in my previous video, we would be doing a lot of statements in a program, and each statement is concluded with a semicolon. Spaces do not matter, but if you want to add a line break, you need to do it after a comma or an operator, just like we demonstrated. All right, there is a list of keywords that I need you to know, and these are the following: break, it terminates a switch or a loop. Continue, these are keywords. You cannot use these keywords and expect, unless and until these are in inverted commas, these keywords will be executed. So just be very careful when you're using JavaScript. These words have a meaning, and these words change your output. Continue, jumps out of a loop and starts at the top. Debugger stops the execution of JavaScript and calls, if available, the debugging file. Okay, the debugging function. Do while executes a block of statements and repeats the block while a condition is true. We're going to use all of these in our programs, in the upcoming programs. For marks a block of statements to be executed executed as long as a condition is true. Function declares a function, and then you have if else, marks a block of statements to be executed depending on a condition. Okay, so if this is true, otherwise do this. That's what it means. Okay, we just did function, which declares a function in the previous lesson. Return exits a function. Switch marks a block of statements to be executed depending on different cases. Try or catch implements error handling to a block of statements within curly brackets. And if you add try and catch at the each end of these curly brackets, you're trying to handle this block of statement, that if it does not execute properly, then catch it. Try it first and then catch it, and then do the following lines. And this is actually a very important piece of code that you add in your program. We're going to show that later. Var declares a variable. So please know, whenever we are using any of these keywords, they mean something in JavaScript. Okay, let's look at what's next. All right, friends, the other thing that I wanted to teach you in this video was the comments. Okay, I know I've talked about this before, which is why I'm not devoting another video for this topic, but just to let you know, comments make your code more readable. They help you understand bits and pieces and blocks of code better. And what you need to do is, all right, and then type HTML, open up the body tag, and open up the heading h1 tag, and within the h1 tag declare an id and call it my h. All right, and then close the h1 tag, open up the paragraph tag, and again initialize or declare an id inside and call it my p, my heading and my paragraph. That's what it means. Oops, my p. All right, cool. Okay, all right, and let's close this and close the paragraph tag. All right, let's open up the script tag, and now we're going to add a comment and call it and start like this: change heading. Okay, you're telling other programmers what you're doing. So this is a great way to keep things clear, readable, communicate with fellow programmers. Document dot get element by id my h bracket close dot inner html is equal to my first page. Okay, and then change heading, change paragraph. That is your comment here, change paragraph. Okay, and then write document dot get element by id myp, call that one again, and then say dot inner html is equal to my first paragraph. Okay, period, and where commas closed and semicolon, and end your script here like this, and also add a paragraph with a strong property, strong note. Okay, this is going to be like bold. The comments are not executed. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Close the body tag and also close the HTML tag. There you go. All right, let me save this as comments and save it as HTML file .html, and let's try to run this program. Comments. Okay, my first paragraph, note the comments are not executed. Check this out. Okay, you just declare an id, you call the id in the script, you display the id from the script, but the comments are not executed. Okay, now this was single line comment. Okay, these here. Okay, you can also have a multiple line comment like this. For example, you can just, okay, let me delete these single line comments from here, and I'm going to add a multiple line comment that looks like this, backslash and star. Okay, hit enter, and then you say the code below will change the heading id is equal to my h and the paragraph with id is equal to my p in my web page. Okay, and again this should not display, and I'm going to close it with a star and backslash. That's how it works. Okay, save. Just make sure I'm saving it as this file. All files, comments. Okay, and let me try to run this file. Okay, all right, this should not show. So okay, I think I put it in the wrong way. Just hold on a second. Okay, I think I found my error here. You're supposed to leave a separate line. Okay, you're supposed to hit enter when you write this. This sign should be on its own line. That's all. That's the only problem we had. When you try to run this file, works perfectly fine. Okay, so you can have single line comments, you can have multiple line comments. Just remember the star backslash needs to be in its own line, and then you can have comments to comment out a code, which means that preventing code from being executed. Okay, let me show that how it works. Okay, the other thing that I wanted to say was, one was the single line comment, the other was the block comments, like these multiple line block comments, and the other kind of comment was preventing a code from being executed. Okay, so for example, if I add double backslash here, my first paragraph won't be executed. Okay, there you go. Okay, the first paragraph in bold won't be executed. Okay, finally, if I want these line of code not to be executed, all I need to do is, okay, let me delete this. Just add this guy here, and here I need you to add, okay, just add star and backslash. Okay, so which means that none of these would be executed. Save, and none of these are executed. All right, with this I'm going to end my video, and up next I'm going to talk about JavaScript variables. Okay, so let's get started on JavaScript variables. What was the keyword for JavaScript variables? We talked about that, var. Okay, so stay tuned, I'll see you shortly.